So first of all, I will log into to JetAdwords, because everything is being driven from and within GDE. I log in with an API administrator, which can touch every single element. So we have emailed documents or put them on a network folder, and they appear here in the SCANMAN Workbench, which is our central repository of all invoices. From there, automated processes will be kicked off. When I open the SCANMAN Workbench, then I will see, in this particular case, a role-based scenario. It's a list with a few invoices that actually require my attention. And next to that, we have here a list of, in this particular case, 38 different statuses that an invoice, or 46 even, that an invoice can flow through. I'm going to discuss this invoice first. But what I will demonstrate and explain to you is what is actually happening with such an invoice. So when I open it up, this invoice is actually recognized from either electronic or OCR point of view. So every field that you need to populate eventually to create a voucher inside JetAdwords is populated here, both from a header point of view as well as from a detailed point of view. In this particular case, we are looking at line items which we transformed and translated into journal entries. So the details that came off this invoice are being used to create a journal entry, and that's what I'm showing you as we speak. So here we look at the GL coding side. So we have a lot of options, but GL coding is relevant here. And then what we will see is that every line of the invoice has been cross-referenced into a specific account. And this is where AI comes into place, which I will explain in a second. As you see here, the invoice has been split over all the lines from the invoice, and references have been used. So what do you do when you prompt via AI? You tell the system, well, if an invoice comes in, for example, from Northvale, then you need to cross-reference the product code or the product description into a account number which is actually fitting the requirements to actually map this. And this is what we have done with AI, and I will show you how you can have a look at that. So I will close this invoice down, and I will go to the AI side. So go to Home, and here we see our AI agent. So what we have done, we have included this AI agent in SCANMAN, and we do this for a number of reasons. Specifically audit trail, so that you can see what actually has happened with such an invoice and where the AI actually made his decision. So we will have a look at that Northvale invoice, which is here. So I'll open this up, and then we see a few stages that this invoice can flow through. So here again, we see on the right-hand side, we see this this invoice. And what we have prompted for in this particular case, that both the product as well as the rate, or the amount, of course, in this case, are relevant for GL coding. And when we have a closer look, we can also look at that information in this application. So here we see database fields, and I will zoom in on GL. So what we did automatically via AI, that the GL account is based on the product, and that we also put the remark based on the product, and that the amount is based, of course, on the amount. So there's nothing that I did. It is the AI agent that did it at the back end. But from here, you can actually manage what the AI does. So when we look at the fields here, for example, we can say, well, product needs to be defined on the description, and then you can look at it from a visibility point of view. So you can also follow up on what is actually needed. If you would like to make different decisions here, for example, the prompt that was created is giving you insufficient results, you can make an addition here, and immediately, of course, the AI in the prompt from that moment in time is actually taking care of that. everything here is in direct connection with JIT Edwards, so it's one-on-one. And this is specifically used to be able to understand what the engine actually does. What's also good to understand is that we work with a generic concept. So regardless of how invoices are being sent to us, they are being translated in a XML form, which you can also see here. And in this particular example, you also see the details appearing here. It gives us again the flexibility to add whatever you want from an AI point of view, because the UBL 2.1 format is the generic format that can be consumed by SCANMAN in all its form. Going back to the SCANMAN dashboard itself, and then to the workbench, I have to say, work list here. As said, this invoice came in, it went through the AI, it made its decisions, we are happy with it. As of now, this invoice will always be treated like this, and the automation picks it up. And then it's just a matter of right mouse click, start automation, and then the status of this invoice will change. It will change in one of the 46 statuses that you just saw me popping up here. And we see the last status is invoice processed, right mouse click, and then we can have a look at the voucher. And this voucher is just an ordinary voucher, as that you would have created it manually with the amounts as well as the GL side of things. So I have to go to the GL, of course. GL side. You will see here all the lines appearing.